these are the 5 key takeaways from the Avengers of Fem Health that were in an interview with Steven Bartlett for more than 5 hours. So 5 things everybody agrees on, and I think they're most important takeaways. Stay tuned for number 4 and 5, which I think are the most actionable and important for you and me, and not only you and me who are women, but actually men. This is important for men to learn. So let's get to it. I'm going to introduce you the Avengers, so you're not like, who? What? Who are they? Number 1, Dr. Marie Claire Haver, the menopause and metabolic health expert. She's not only a doctor, but she's specialized in menopause like no other doctor out there. She's creating all this content, so you can follow her. I'm going to link every single one of these doctors down below. Dr. Vonda Wright, longevity and orthopedic surgeon. Dr. Natalie Crawford, fertility and hormonal balance, and Dr. Stacy Sims, female physiology and performance. So let's get to the 5 takeaways. Everybody agrees, and we can have all this information. And if you want to deep dive in it, you can go and watch the 5 and plus hours. They do examples and they explain which studies show this, but I'm going to give you what are the things that they all agree, so you don't have to watch 5 hours, but just like 15 minutes here. But number 1, every single woman is different. So everybody's wanting this like generalized advice, which I'm going to give you some of the generalized advice in these 5 takeaways. But every single woman is different objectives, different context, different age, different hormonal challenges, different like genetics, different objectives, just in like someone to be a super sports person, someone to longevity, someone to age better, some have a fear for Alzheimer because they have that in their family, etc., etc. So every single person is different, and every single person is in a different starting point. So because of that, they always say, don't just copy and paste whatever seems to be working from someone else. Figure it out on your own. You have to be your own advocate and figure things out on your own. That I'm going to link here some tools that you can use to start. Like, where do I start? We have 2. 1, if you are above 30 years old, there's Perywell, so you can actually start learning about your hormonal health and perimenopause before you are there, because that's one of the things that is very important. And the other one is Julia, which is if you're even younger than that and you are like, I want to figure things out. One of the main things that Julia helps you with is your hormonal health in general, and figuring out what might be wrong, what might be right, what to do, and how to prepare for each of the stages of your life. So I'm going to link those down below because they're based on your specific context. So it asks you some questions and then you answer, and then starts giving you guidance according to your specific answers to your like context. So that's the first takeaway. Every single person is different. Seems to be obvious, right? But it's not. Most people just want to copy and paste. But number 2, key learning number 2. Yeah, learn hormones early, which is what I was talking about with juliaknows.com, which is we usually wait until we are like 40, 50 to like be surprised by menopause and hormonal changes and all these things, because that's what we are taught. Like, once you're old, once you're at this stage, you're going to lose your period and then you have to worry about your hormones. It's actually not. Like, so many women in their like even teenage years are having so many like challenges hormonally, and now we're learning how these contraceptive products are not the best for everyone. Going again to takeaway number 1, everyone's different. So it's a bit of a challenge to cross and make young women interested in learning about their hormones, because we think that's just one area, but actually hormones for women are so many and so intrinsic in all our functions and vital functions that it's actually our longevity, it's our health, it's our everything, mental health, physical health, and like it impacts everything. So don't think of hormonal health as a separate thing that is like you need a specialization, and only if you have a problem, or if you have acne, or if you have something that you should worry about that. It is more the master guidance. How do you say, like a music master that guides the whole orchestra? So yes, we have to find a way to make women interested in learning about their hormones as early as possible, and not only women but also men. This is something that should be taught in biology in freaking high school, but it's not. So it is on your responsibility to learn about this as early as possible. Let's get to takeaway number 3. Muscle is medicine. this is something that for years and years, anyway, they discussed it long and in detail. But we all know, right? We have been taught to be small and skinny, and the learning of how important it is to build muscle for our current health and future health, which is more important. It just couldn't be stated more. And there was two ways of prioritizing muscle mass, which was, of course, working out and eating well. But it's just like the easy way is eat more protein. And the calculation they have is 1.6, like this was the generalized calculation for everyone, but it's 1.6 grams of protein for every kilo of your ideal weight. So if your ideal weight is 60 kilos, you would have, let me see here, around 100 grams of protein. So just imagine that if you wish to, like, whatever weight you have, what is your ideal weight according to your height and according to your complexity and everything, and calculate that. But yes, in average, like, okay, 100 grams of protein should be the minimum. And we're going to talk about the lift heavy and sprint smart, which is the key learning number 4. So 3 is muscle is important, and actually doing these scans that I know there is this like weight that you just stand on and measures your percentage of body fat, and just try to make sure that you have high percentage of muscle and bone density. There's this DEXA scan that they're promoting everywhere. I don't know if it's available where you're at, but you should just search DEXA scan. I'm gonna link it and I'm gonna put it on Julia recommendations. And yes, if you can afford a DEXA scan or any kind of, even in some of the gyms, they have some scans that give you the percentage of muscle mass you have. No matter which age you are, you should be high in muscle mass too. I'm not going to go into the details because it's going to take me too long, but to improve your health and avoid problems in the future. Let's get to number 4. So number 4 talks about workout. And there is a generalized advice. So, of course, going back to number 1, which was every woman is different, right? So every woman has different needs. If you are a high sports woman who needs to perform in a way, okay, you have different priorities. If you are going to run a marathon or something, you have different priorities. But in general, for longevity or lifespan, so lifespan is one thing, longevity is another. Longevity is the quality of life. For you to live today well and tomorrow and avoid diseases and chronic diseases, etc., the generalized advice was lift heavy. So instead of focusing in a lot of repetitions, and they even criticized Pilates. Just that's a hot take. They criticize Pilates not because it's not hard, not because it doesn't make you strong, but because it doesn't build the muscle. So what they want is that you live close to your failure. Like you live so heavy that you feel you can only do 2, 3, up to 6 repetitions, and that's it. So 6 repetitions one time, and then you're like dead in the muscle. You have to rest and then do 3 rounds of those, like 5, 6 repetitions or whatever. But something so heavy that you might, the last round you can only do 2 or something like that. So that's what they want. So they want you to lift heavy and progressively. So every week or every 2 weeks, you're going to increase the weight of what you lift 3 times a week. Lift heavy and progressively. So that's their generalized advice. And then the next one, which is the most, I think it's the most difficult to discuss, and everybody says different things and diets, but it's so controversial. What is the best diet? So I'm going to touch in the key takeaway number 5, 2 things: diet and supplements. Before that, I want you to go down and give it a like to this video if you agree with any of this. If you disagree with any of this, give it a like as well and comment why would you disagree. Diet and supplements. The generalist diet is like you can choose whatever diet you prefer. Like there's not one diet for everyone. Again, going to number 1, every single person is different. But what they do recommend in diet was 2 things, and we'll get to the supplements in a minute. Number 1, high in protein. We've mentioned it. That was a takeaway. Number 3, I don't even remember now. But like high in protein. Number 2, but maybe it should be number 1, is variation and tons of vegetables and fruits in their whole version, not in their fried version, not in their frozen version. Frozen can be, but whole. Not in their processed version, not in their juice version. But the point was, everybody, I don't care if you're a carnivore, if you are a vegan, if you are um whatever, they mentioned so many different studies, paleo, this, that, whatever you want to be, just think something that is sustainable for you, that doesn't cause you inflammation, meaning you're not intolerant to lactose, or like something that fits with your life, and take one change at a time. What they were saying was actually pretty good. um, Incorporate vegetables, incorporate a lot of protein in every single meal, and you choose how you want to call it, it's irrelevant. So a lot of vegetables and a lot of protein and fiber. And supplements, the supplements every single one of these four Avengers agreed on was creatine. One of the most studied, my foot got hurt, most studied supplements is creatine, and it seems to be even more important for women. I'm not going to go through all the details, but creatine improves your recovery, your sleep, your hormones, your muscle, every single thing. It doesn't, it's not going to bulk you up. Hopefully it would be that easy of eating creatine and bulking up. I've been working out for long and I cannot see any bulking. But yeah, creatine is something very necessary for your brain. So everybody agreed creatine, everybody agreed on vitamin D, everybody agreed on magnesium before bedtime, and to go to bed. Let me see if there was any other, yeah, any other supplements, but yes, they do mention iron, and omega 3s, which is, this is for everyone, male and female. Also the other two are male and female. And they said something about sleeping pills not being good at all, but they didn't judge melatonin that bad. They just said like it should be a very low doses, and it should be like you're taking it when you're like about to relax, because if it makes the effect and then you don't sleep, it just makes you wake. Anyways, point being is creatine, vitamin D, magnesium, iron, and omega 3, yeah, fatty acids. That's it. And thank you so much for watching, and subscribe.